he has this beautiful, gorgeous fat woman, right? And then, she doesn't like being fat, right? She does not appreciate her body. So what happens is, they were sitting down having a regular evening, and the woman sees another plus-size woman on TV, and she's saying, oh, she's fat, blah, 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 and making these disparaging remarks about the plus-size woman. And he says, well, I think she looks great. And they get into a conversation about how his girlfriend doesn't like being heavy because her legs rub together and all these different things. She really does not enjoy her body. And then he realizes that everything he loves about this woman, she hates about herself. And he feels guilty inside and has cried over it because he realizes, I don't want her to lose weight. I love her. I want her to stay just exactly the way she is. I am so in love with her body. I'm so in love with her. And she wants to lose weight. And it's so upsetting for an FA because, a lot of people will say you should love somebody no matter what, which is true. Okay, loving somebody no matter what. But the thing is, I know personally, okay, and like I've been saying every week since the show, I prefer a darker-skinned man, okay? And that's just my preference. I know I would be highly upset if my dark-skinned man decided he wanted to bleach himself and get a nose job and trim his nose down and turn into a Michael Jackson. And then I'm supposed to just be satisfied with this. I dated him, one, because he was physically appealing to me. He was dark-skinned, and plus he had this wonderful personality. Ooh, great, this is a keeper. I'm going to keep him, okay? Then he tells me I don't like being dark-skinned, so I'm going to bleach myself, and I'm going to perm my hair straight, and then I'm going to cut my nose off, and I'm going to have him do a lip reduction. I don't think I would be very happy. So I kind of understand the same mentality that some FAs may have, that they find this beautiful big round woman and she's everything they want and desire, and then she wants to lose weight, and they're like, I'm not going to be attracted to you anymore once you lose weight. I'll be attracted to your personality, but physically you're not exactly what I wanted. I thought I found perfection, and now you want to change. And I think it's so important for FAs who need to have that plump body to be satisfied physically, that they really need to find the right woman who is satisfied with herself. Would you agree with me, Russell?
I am thinking, basically, yes. The other part of that is, as if what often first attracts a man to a woman is the whole package, hopefully. I know my father said that he was riding back from a dance with my mother, and what attracted to him, he says, this woman is so smart, I got to get to know her better. Presumably he also liked her body, although we never discussed that part. As I have said, I can see a woman at a dance who's very attractive, and I can go across the room to talk to her. And as I talk to her, based on her personality, she may become more attractive or she may become less attractive. So the body is what often attracts first. But if a person ignores the personality and say, all I care about is the body, and I'll just have to stand this rotten personality, that way leads to disaster relationships.
I know a lot of FAs, okay? And to me, a FA is someone who loves, respects big women of many sizes, and some of them have a preference. Some of them like the really big, some of them like the mini big, and the in-between big. Either way, admire means you love and respect and treat with tender love and care. Mm-hmm. But I know there's a lot of men out there who don't want to claim the title of FA because of the negative men who are out there, negative women out there who are using the big people.
Right.
Okay? A lot of men don't want to take the title of FA, and I'm wondering, how do you feel, Elf Cat and the ladies here, how do you feel as far as, how much do you think nationality has to do with it? Because this is what I have heard, and this is some of what I experienced. I experienced in the black community with the African-American males, liking a big woman is very commonplace. Now, I've experienced in the white community, it's only now starting to become tolerable.
Mm-hmm.
And in the Spanish community, you could forget it. Okay? In the Spanish community, only here in America, in some areas will they say they won't say they like a big woman. Okay? What they do is they get a small woman, because in the Spanish community, you are expected before marriage to have a cute little body. If you fat, something's wrong with you, and you better get healthy.
And expect after you have a couple of kids for you to get bigger. So
Then you can get big
exactly.
when you're older. You see, it's acceptable to be a big Spanish old woman, but you can't be a young big woman in the Spanish community.
When you say Hispanic, do you mean like where you are on the East Coast? Because that wasn't what I saw in high school with the Mexicans over here.
I'm talking about in general with many different Spanish cultures. If you are, now I'm not just talking about thick like a size 16 or 18. We're talking about the 24s and the 26s. You know, more like in the 20s and up. Okay, because it's commonplace for a Spanish woman to be a size 10, 12, 14, 16. Once she hits around a size 18, people are going, wait a minute, you better be losing that weight. And once you hit a 20, you are unacceptable. Not unless you popped out a few children and are married. As long as you're single, you're supposed to be losing weight. And if you get divorced, you're supposed to lose the weight right away.
Wow.
So that you could get
I think I have to agree with you on that.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear. Everybody talks at once.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I just said wow. I mean, that's, that was pretty deep.
I said that once you get divorced, they expect you to hurry up and lose that weight and jump right back in the dating pool, find somebody else, and start all over again.
Yeah, so then you can get fat after you have their kids.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now I will agree with, with the thing. Now, I live in the South, okay, and I'm in South Carolina, and the women down here, I've lived in South Carolina, but I've lived in Alabama, and I've also lived in Texas, when I was in the military, and plus-size women are really accepted in these particular areas. Okay, they really are. They are a thing of beauty. They're a thing of beauty down in the South. The skinny women are too, but you see a lot of people, or you see a lot of men out there dating plus-size women, and down in the South, they take a different type of pride within themselves. And it's just like going to California and seeing those skinny models out there, but it's just completely the opposite down here. Because in the South, if you're too skinny, they're looking at you like, you need some weight and you need something. You got to do something about that, because that's like that movie Fat Girls. It's like the movie Fat Girls with Monique. It's just like that down in the South, and at least in the cases that I've seen. I can't really speak for anywhere. Well, in California I can, because out there, if you're big, people tend to look the other way, but then it's just starting to become acceptable out on the West Coast.
Depends on where in California.
Well, I'm from Oakland, so out there it wasn't really, acceptable up until, recently.